Hello and welcome to this lesson on the tune Staines Morris. We're going to learn it on this GC Melodeon in the key of A minor. All the notes on the G row will have the normal shaped heads, and all the notes on the C row, the inner row, will have the diamond shaped heads. This is a tune taken from John Playford's The English Dance Master, which was published in 1651, and it's played in various ways. Some people sing it and it's fairly brisk. Some people play it for the Morris. Again, it's quite fast. I'm going to do a very stately, slow, Elizabethan kind of dance feel to it. You're going to need to experiment with your basses with this tune, because if you sustain the basses too much, you may find they obliterate the tune. So you may want to copy me and do fairly short, stabby basses so that lovely tune shines through. We're in 4/4 timing. Like I say, key of A minor. And we're in position +1, which on my music means that you are here. This is a third button start instrument, so if I was in pos H, position home, my first finger would be placed on that third button, and the fingers 2, 3, 4 will be placed sequentially underneath that. But we're in what I call pos +1, which is one down from there. In fact, my first note is actually on the other row than the one I'm playing at the moment. It's actually on the G row, and it's going to be this button here, button 5, finger 2, and the note will be E. When I play this, I set my metronome to 87 beats per minute, and that gives me the kind of right tempo for my version of this, but you may want to play it slower if you're a beginner, or faster if you want to play it for the Morris or for singing. When we start playing this tune, there's a lot of notes on the pull, so have the bellows more or less closed, and then that will work out really well for you. Okay, pretty straightforward tune, only 16 bars. Here's my metronome. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can hear that the bell is chiming on beat 1 there, see? And that is a pretty good tempo, I think. And like I said, it's 87 beats per minute, and my metronome is telling me that is andantino, which is kind of a walking pace. So like I said earlier, we're going to start over here on the G row, on button 5 on the third button start. Most GCs I think are third button start, although it's possible to have a fourth button start. This is third, so my pos +1 is here, and pulling out, and that's the button I start on. And the note is E, it's a crotchet. Then I drop down 2 buttons, still pulling to get A, little finger. And then the button in between those two, still pulling, gives me an F sharp, finger 3. So finger 2, 4, 3. Then I stretch up here to get this accidental note. This is a G sharp. If you've got a Melodeon that doesn't have accidentals, you may have a problem with this tune. You may have those accidentals over here on an extra helper row, but for me it's in the kind of standard place. Button 1 on the C row, also on the pull. And that's why I put stretch above that note, for obvious reasons. And those are your first 4 notes on the right hand, all crotchets, 1 note per beat. Now, as far as the left hand is concerned, we have A minor and D. What I'm actually doing there is playing an A minor chord with an A bass. So it's the top 2 buttons on the inside row. I use fingers 2 and 1. Pull out, of course, because the right hand is pull. Hold for as long as you want to. I wouldn't hold it for both beats, because you may lose that second note in the right hand. So it's those two buttons, and then come over to the same two buttons on the outside row to get a D chord with a D bass. Remember, the capital letter is the bass note and the small letter is the chord. Although my minor chord's like A minor there, I give that a capital letter A because I think a small A and an M looks a bit weird. So there's our... And I tend to do this play, stop kind of feel. So play the notes, small eruption and stop. Let's play that first bar, both hands together. And notice on that last note there's no chord NC written above it because the D chord won't work with that note, and we can't find a chord that really works with that G sharp.